Fortnite, one of the most influential, exciting, and fun video game behemoths of our recent times. With an active player base of 80 million monthly and billions of dollars in revenue, Fortnite is undeniably one of the all-time video game greats. But I wanted to talk to you all about my favorite part of Fortnite, the events. Good evening, dear viewers, and thank you for tuning in today. My name is Anthony, and today we will be looking at the history of every Fortnite event in Chapter 1. Now before we start, you may be thinking two things. A, Fortnite is boring / cringy. And to that, I say,
Okay, who likes Fortnite?
I could have my pickle on.
actually, I plead the fifth. And or B, Fortnite has been out for a long time, so won't this video be long? It is true that Fortnite is quite old by now. It's actually 6 years old! But no worry, dear viewers, because I am here to shorten this down. I'm going to explain all of these events in detail in the least amount of time that I can personally do, hence the abridged in the title. Now, without wasting any more time, let's go.
From the darkest depths of deep space.
Contrary to popular belief, Fortnite players actually did get a shower at some point, and that was back in the fabled Season 3 of Chapter 1, which was when the game started picking up in popularity, and because of this, people had noticed a comet in the sky, and that it was getting progressively closer and closer, and people started to wonder if it was a meteor. Turns out, it was.
Brace for impact.
And towards the end of Season 3, a bunch of small meteor showers / meteorites were happening during matches that would hurt players, destroy builds, and look really cool. By Season 4, the fabled Dusty Depot landing spot was absolutely gone, making Dusty deadly. Soon after, the government got to work on investigating the meteor, but I don't think they found anything.
Oh, Garfield, we have a visitor.
Don't tell me it's normal.
It's normal.
Well, turns out I was wrong, because they found a pod in the meteor, in which some guy named the Visitor had been in, and he escaped. Going over to the villain base,
We're here!
on the map that was for some movie they had been filming, and turned their prop rocket into a real one by using special gravity rocks called Hop Rocks. And then boom! He launches off near the end of Season 4 in Fortnite's first ever live event. Some notable things are that some tried riding the rocket with him,
I want to ride it, Ma! I want to ride it!
Nope.
Go! Oh, no! I'm dead!
one guy got the solo kill record by killing a bunch of players with all damage, because Fortnite back then didn't have invincibility like it does for modern day events. And the Visitor caused these weird cracks in the sky after the rocket had disappeared. I'm sure it's fine. It'll heal. Well, now it's Season 5 and a lot of stuff just went down. The cracked sky started stealing multiple things from different places or sending out things from Fortnite into our world, stole a human being from the real world, golf carts, etc. And it sent out the Durr Burger head to the California desert, and some llamas in various locations across the world. I also started playing Fortnite during this season, and bought the Durr Burger skin as my first skin at the ripe age of 11. God, I've been playing this game for a while. Nonetheless, the event that happened this season was the cube. It was a purple cube that formed from the crack in the sky when lightning struck a hill in the desert. The cube was indestructible, bounced you back if you touched it, and if you shot it, it would jolt you with electricity. It then begun to start moving every hour or so, going around the map and dropping these runes on the ground. I actually had caught the first ever rune on a stream in the past. I'll show the clip, but I'm going to warn you now, it is very young and cringy me with some of my friends freaking out about the Fortnite cube.
You can't.
Yeah.
It dropped 6 of these runes which gave 0 gravity and shields. A funny thing about this is that it actually ruined a professional Fortnite tournament by causing a glitch that made all players fly into the air.
You might even see people, oh my gosh, the number of people that are jumping.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, what is that?
What is happening?
Wait, what is happening?
Flying way in the air.
He's it. One of them's shot. Wait, what is happening?
It looks like while they're in the zone, they're getting pushed up in the air. I've seen this a little bit.
What is happening?
Wait, what is happening? The rune now flies you around? Even they don't know what to do. Look at this.
What is this?
What is going on?
It then decided over to Loot Lake, where the cube sunk into the lake, dissolved, and the lake water became solid and bouncy, just like the cube. I'm sure it's fine though. What's a little bit of interdimensional pollution gonna do to some water?
What the hell? Oh my God. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, the middle island on Loot Lake is now floating, with the cube under it, and it started to fly around the map to the runes that the cube had left to gain energy. When the island came back to Loot Lake, it had opened a portal over top in the sky, and it started to destroy the island with the cube under it. As the cube fought to stay together, it started draining energy into the whirlpool below in the lake. Eventually, the cube had no more energy, and it began spinning and emitting a light, as then all of a sudden, players were transported to some sort of white void, where there was a butterfly rift looking thing. Players touched it, and then another flash of light. And they were back on the island, with Loot Lake completely different. Alright, this is getting too long. It's time to speed this up.
Are you sure this will work?
I have no idea.
I can kill you!
There was this Ice King guy, didn't like Fortnite players very much, and he sent out a giant snowstorm on the island just in time for Christmas and New Year's.
Tactical nuke incoming!
The government found some secret vault in Loot Lake, and during the event, players got to go down into said vault and unvault an item. They chose the drum gun. And after they got out, they got a rude reminder that an active volcano had been on the island. And it erupted, destroying half of Retail Row, cracking Polar Peak, and destroying Fortnite's infamous Tilted Towers.
Here we are in the future.
Pretty much, it's the future now, and there's this big monster that was around the island, and the government started building a giant mecha robot to fight the monster. And as you imagine, they fought. But during the fight, the robot had grabbed some orb to get power that we had never seen before. As the robot proceeded to slay the beast, I wondered what the orb was. We'll slow it on down here as this is the last season of Chapter 1. And the entire theme was they were celebrating Chapter 1 as a whole and all the stuff about it. We saw many familiar faces like the Cube and its island, Dusty Depot, and the meteor that started it all, and many other things. This was all caused by the orb we seen exploding and causing instability in reality, and because of this, a secret organization started making rockets for some reason. And then, at the final day of the Fortnite season, the event happened. The rockets had launched. They had this plan to try and use rifts to move the meteor that was frozen in time. And it did. But then, after that, it led to... You know what? I'll let it speak for itself. Fortnite proceeded to go offline for 37 hours, which is a black hole on the screen. This being still the longest the game has gone offline. The only other thing you could do was play a Space Invaders themed minigame by putting in the Konami code, up, up, down, down. So, that is the history of Fortnite's Chapter 1 events. I may have missed some smaller details, but that's about it. If you really want to, you can find other videos on the Fortnite lore, and I highly do recommend Fortnite if you still haven't played it. The game isn't the same as it was back in the days that I played, but it's still a very solid game, and it's worth a try in my opinion. Other than that, I hope you folks have an amazing day. I will see y'all later.
And now, dear viewers, I must say cheerio. Until next time. Gentle Video. See you next time.